Hey, this is Chico, and I want to go over Robinhood's earnings for the first quarter of 2025 announced yesterday on April 30th. Today is May 1st. So, first off, their earnings, they did beat expectations, and you can go to their Robinhood's website to look at the press release, earnings presentation, and you can find the transcript if you look for it online. And so basically, yeah, revenues has increased 50% year over year. And basically, if you look at all the other things that they have to say, they're just basically a story about growth. Here's earnings per share, 37 cents. And it was a great strong quarter for them. I think they did not disappoint. Although on the stock market, their stock price was up after they reported, and before today's trade they were up as high as almost 52, close to 52, 51 and change before the opening bell. But after the opening bell they did go down, they bounced, but then they finished off on a low, coming down 5% to 46 points. So somehow there wasn't enough strength in the market for them to go further up. But if you look at the quarter and you listen to the earnings webcast, or if you're reading the transcript, you'll find that they did very well on various metrics, and they're just basically a story of growth. So we look at their deck here quickly. I won't go through it all. Again, it's off their website. You can see the subscribers continue to grow. They're at 25.8 million, up from 25.2 from the last quarter, and year over year they're up 1.9 million. So as they continue to grow, their margins, their business, all the different segments seem to be doing well, growing too, along with it. One highlight was the gold subscribers. So this is kind of like the Costco membership of for Robinhood, where you pay a monthly fee and you get gold features, and it has surged from 2.64 in the last quarter all the way to 3.19, and over year is like 1.5 million. So that's a lot of momentum, I would say. Further into the deck, they talk about, also in the call, they're talking about expanding to different, here's a roadmap. They're talking about expanding to different markets. So they're not just about US anymore. They're growing in the UK, and they're going to launch and release in APAC. I think that's like fantastic news. They've got different crypto features coming, and banking. Also, they got basically a dense roadmap, and they've already have their AI Cortex rolled out. I haven't tried it yet, and but it's something that maybe they're going to try to monetize on. Nevertheless, it's offering their customers a lot of value to use their platform. Okay, I think that's all I want to go through this deck. Maybe there's one more slide here, a little further below. Oh yes, so yeah, trading volumes, here it is for equities. It's down a little bit from last quarter, but what a surge they had last quarter. Options contract continued to trend upwards incredibly, and their crypto volumes did take a dip, but I mean, it had this stellar, and maybe stellar is an understatement, this mind-blowing surge in the last quarter due to the Trump administration winning the election, and they're viewed as a pro crypto. So yeah, all in all, it's been a very good story, growth story for Robinhood. And then let me finish with what they have to say about their event predictions, which was a thing I was very interested in. So in their transcript, if you look it up, they traded over 1 billion over the last 6 months here, and they're saying that, and that was from the elections, right? And 500,000 with that was after the elections. And what they have is now also expanded into mainstream American sports. Before it was NCAA with March Madness, and then the Golfing Masters. And of course, they have their other things such as predicting the inflation rate, also job labor market, like unemployment rate, things like that. But what's exciting is they do have NHL and NBA contracts. I thought they didn't, but I looked deeper into the app, and I see for myself that they're there. Now, these events are not just for single games for NHL and NBA, but they're for the series. Like, you can have Detroit Pistons versus New York for the series to take the win, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, and for the championship. Things like that yet. I'm sure the individual games are coming soon as they add that on, but I'm sure it's also at the same time, the reason why the delay is that it's a lot of work to like be able to offer this every day for all the individual games. And then the other things that they say in their earnings call is that they're getting a broad range of customers. Here's Vlad saying that, replying to one of the analysts' question, that they have a broad range of customers for predictions. And so it's very good that they're getting interest from different groups, because obviously that would lead to like a greater potential of this being a relatively bigger business segment for them. And so I'm really happy to hear about their earnings call, and all the features that they've been rolling out and they plan to roll out. They're keeping busy. They're offering a lot of value to their customers, and so far they've continued a strong growth trajectory. So I don't know why the stock did not go up any higher. Maybe last quarter with the hot, heated like a crypto surge that boosted Robinhood's revenue and other metrics, that the stock was already up and investors didn't feel like it was the time for it to go further up. But what can I say? If Robinhood continues on what they're doing, and things like events predictions continue to expand rapidly, then sure, of course the Robinhood stock should eventually follow suit and go up too. Well, that's it for today. I suggest you reading the transcript if you didn't listen to the earnings call. That way you can see all that has been discussed in it, and there's a vast, rich amount of information. So I still like Robinhood a lot. Unfortunately, it's not having like overnight success for us, but I think we'll hold on to it in our portfolio and wait for it to pay off. We still have a lot of ammo to buy other stuff, so basically cash in the reserve, and we'll use that for other purchases. Okay, that's it for today.